Hello folks, this is attorney Michael Jaafar, the founder of Fairmax Law. I'm shooting this video from my house. I'm trying to get home as soon as possible these days because of the coronavirus scare. I didn't prepare for this video. I just wanted to start a series now because of the coronavirus pandemic where I discuss, questions I'm seeing every day from clients now that concern me. And just in case anybody out there is wondering the answer to some of the questions that I'm facing every day, I hope these videos can shed some light for you. And my contact information will be posted in the link of this video in case anybody wants to email me directly. So one of my clients called me today, and a potential client. She wanted to hire my firm, and she had a simple question. I'm a single mom. I have one child, and I make $42,000 a year, and I'm paid hourly. My kid is home from school. I don't know if my hours are going to be cut, or I might even lose my job entirely. And I'm already 1 month behind as it is on my vehicle. And I have some credit card debts, and I'm about to get into a payday loan. What do you think I should do? What are my options? First and foremost, my advice to anybody is, if you have to take a payday loan, if you can't wait, one more week for your normal pay to come in, and you are going to let a company take that much money from you for basically loaning you money for a few days, it's time for you to think about other options. I'm not gonna, peddle a bankruptcy on somebody who doesn't want one. And I know what you're thinking. Well, you own a bankruptcy firm, so of course you want people to file bankruptcy. Yeah, I own a bankruptcy firm, but I turn away clients all the time. There's a lot of people I turn away. There's a lot of people I recommend to not file bankruptcy. I recommend it when it's recommendable, when it's the right option. And this channel really is for people who have questions and take it with a grain of salt. Talk to your own attorney. If you want a consultation with my firm, feel free to call. We only represent people in Michigan and Ohio, and every situation differs. So here's what I told her. What I told her is, based on your income, you are eligible to wipe out all of your debt in a Chapter 7. If you're already behind on your car payment, let's assess whether or not you can redeem your car for less than what you owe in a Chapter 7. There are conditions that apply to that. So again, talk to an attorney. You can either call my office or call another attorney. There's a lot of amazing attorneys everywhere around the country. I know a lot of them. This is not a plug for you to just call my firm. You can call my firm, you're more than welcome to, but you don't have to. I haven't cornered the market on excellent legal advice. There's a lot of attorneys out there that know just as much as I do, maybe more. So what I told her is, do not take that payday loan. If you have to, you're already behind on your vehicle. Let's reassess whether or not we can do a Chapter 13 and get you caught up on your vehicle. We might be able to cram it down where you pay less than what you owe, and we can structure your payments differently. We can wipe out your other debt, and with your other debts, you pay only what you can afford. If you can only afford to pay 1% of them, you pay 1% of them. Or we can do a Chapter 7. There's so many other options. But are you concerned with the fact that you haven't saved any money and you've been living paycheck to paycheck? And I knew the answer. The answer was, of course. I'm concerned with that. That's my main fear. And I have a kid, and I'm accustomed to the kid having a free lunch at school. Now I've got to feed the kid, and it's a very difficult time. That kind of broke my heart, because if she's suffering through that, millions of Americans are suffering through that. I know the feeling of growing up in a household where you relied on a free lunch at school. So my advice to her was, don't take that payday loan. If you're already behind on the vehicle, if you can't afford to pay it, don't pay it. If you can't afford to pay it, don't pay it. I can help you save it, either through a Chapter 7 or a Chapter 13. There are conditions, of course. But that's why people come to my office or to any bankruptcy attorney's office. They come to their office to, voluntarily to file for a chapter of bankruptcy in order to protect what they want and get rid of what they don't want. If you're out there and you have that type of similar situation, then maybe this is the time when, you've got to figure out a way to save some money, at least 2 months of payroll somewhere. You got to tuck it away in a bank account where you can't touch it for this specific type of situation. If you have not saved any money, and if you're living paycheck to paycheck, you really got to reconsider what you're paying. In a perfect world, everybody would pay every debt they have. In a perfect world, but it's not a perfect world. And if you have any type of moral guilt about filing bankruptcy, then that's the last thing you need to do. Because the people that loan you money, they bake into the price the fact that a certain portion of the population is going to file bankruptcy. So my advice to you is start with a free consultation with a local attorney. Just go on Google, look at reviews, talk to some friends and family, see who they've worked with, contact that person. If you're in Michigan and Ohio and you want a consultation from my office, feel free to call. The number's in the description, the description of this video, and we offer free consultations on the phone. So insist on talking to an attorney. Make sure that you ask every question. You don't have to make a decision right away. Obviously, if you do decide to move forward with a bankruptcy, ask for a payment plan. But don't stay in the dark. Bad information leads to bad decisions. You need to get the right information and make the right decision. Sometimes that decision is don't file bankruptcy. Sometimes the decision is file bankruptcy, but file this chapter. Sometimes the decision is work directly with your creditors. Sometimes family chips in and helps you out. But get all the information. There's a lot of myths about bankruptcy that are just not true. Just yesterday, a client told me, hey, if I file a Chapter 13 bankruptcy, I heard that I am stuck for 5 years not being able to get a car. That's not true. He had bad information. Who knows how many months went by with him thinking that that was the case and him wasting his money and just literally throwing it in the trash. And that guy was having his wages garnished because he was in a car accident with no insurance, and he had a judgment against him for $41,500. He could barely afford to pay his bills, but he allowed a creditor to garnish him for months, close to a year. He had bad information. No attorney told him that information. Somebody else told him, or he maybe just made that assumption. Do not make decisions unless you have all of the information. Again, attorney Michael Jaafar, founder of Fairmax Law. If you like this video, like it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you feel these videos are useful to you, and best of luck to you. Bye-bye.